Hi everyone, my name is Laban. Today we are going also to continue with our series of lecturing. Then we are going to discuss several issues today. For today, we are not going to take much time, so I beg your attention, my student. And we are going to discuss about the legal. This is a topic 8, legal and ethical consideration. Under legal and ethical consideration, we are going also to focus on employment roles and the regulation, equal employment opportunity, and the ethical issue in human resource management. This is the topic 8 for those people, for those students who are undertaking human resource management or the related field under NTA level 4. So straight. Introduction, legal and ethical consideration in human resource management. Introduction, in the field of human resource management, HRM, it is crucial to understand the legal and ethical consideration to govern the employment relationship. This knowledge ensures that organizations comply with the relevant rules, treatment employees fair, and maintaining a positive work environment. In this explanation, we will derive into the key aspect of legal and ethical consideration in HRM, including employment roles and the regulation, equal employment opportunity, and ethical issues. Legal consideration in HRM, what does it mean? By definition, refer to the set of laws, regulation, and the legal obligation that govern the employment relationship between an organization and its employees. Legal consideration include but are not limited to labor laws, employment contracts, work safety regulation, anti-discrimination laws, and other statutes that dedicates how employees must interact with their employees within the boundaries of their roles. The preliminary aim of legal consideration is to protect the right of employees and maintain a just and roles of lawful work environment. So when we say this one, legal and ethical consideration in human resource management, what actually do we mean? We mean that we have to put some rules and regulations or rules that will govern the government and the organization operation. Every organization should have this kind of rules so as can there to the employees' welfare. Ethical consideration in HRM, what actually are the ethics? Ethics that we should consider in human resource management involve the moral and the principal aspect of managing human resources within an organization. So moral principles and the morals that we supposed to abide as a HR officer or in the organization are what we call ethical considerations. This consideration encompasses a broader set of values and the principles that guide HR professionals and the organization to treat employees with fairness, dignity, and respect. Ethical HRM involves promoting diversity and inclusion in maintaining confidentiality, upholding transparency, and ensuring that employees are treated ethically throughout their employment journey. So when we wanted to explain about this issue or this case ethical consideration, we have also to abide with the ethics of the employees. So in any organization, employees should be treated fairly, with the respecting, also by considering their dignity. Not only that, but also by trying to keep confidentiality. Also keeping confidentiality is one of the ethical consideration or something which is very essential in the organization. The goals of ethical consideration is to foster and positive organizational culture, social responsibilities, and the long-term trust between employees and the organization. So when you're trying to say this, my students, we can also turn into, we want also to understand about employment roles and regulations. What are the employment roles and regulations that we're supposed to abide? Employment rules and regulation are designed to protect the right of both employees and employers and employees. By understanding these roles, HR professionals can ensure the compliance and create a fair and safe workplace environment. Some important employment roles and regulation includes the following. So employment roles and regulation ni mikataba ya mahala pa kazi, mikataba ya ajira, sheria na majukumu, sheria na wajibu mahala pa kazi katika kuajiri watu. So I do fail to put it clear in Swahili language, but you can try to understand what do I mean, my student. So I mean that suppose we want to create a conducive environment in our organization, what we're supposed to do here is just to abide with the following: employment contract. So any organization should have employment contract. We cannot employ any person without giving him or her employment contract. My student, we have two types of contract: a written and non-written contract. So some of the contract attempted to be agreement, and there are slight difference between agreement and contract. So my student, I'm not teaching about roles, but I'm trying to explain about employment contract. When we say employment contract is a short term of agreement or a piece of agreement that are set between employee and employer, which will govern employee contract, which outline the terms and conditions of the employment relationship. This contract covers areas such as compensation, working hours, benefit, and termination procedures. So another thing is the anti-discrimination law. When we say anti-discrimination laws, my student, we have also to understand that this thing is not that it is something which is very big. Excuse me for a while, there are some inconvenience here. Yes, we are trying to explain about the Anti-Discrimination Law. Anti-Discrimination Law, this is the Civil Rights Act, Equal Payment Act, and everything that is supposed to be done. And the Americans with the Disabilities Act prohibition discrimination based on characteristics such as race, color, gender, region, nationality, origin, and age. All of these things are supposed not to be there, or any kind of discrimination should not be there in the organization, regardless to any kind of differences or diversities that employees have. That means there shall be roles that govern any kind of discrimination. Suppose any kind of discrimination happen in the organization, they should be taken into consideration by the management. Wage and hours roles. So wage and hours laws also, these are the things to consider or to put into consideration. How? Such as a Fair Labor Standards Act, FRSI, established a minimum wage requirement, overtime payment, and child labor standard. HR professionals must ensure that employees receive fair compensation for their work and comply with the regulation related to working hours. Family and medical leave. Suppose you want to give any medical leave, everything we have it should be considered in ethical employment laws and regulations. So equal employment opportunity, my student, when we say equal employment opportunity, actually it is abbreviated as EEO. Equal employment opportunity refer to the principle that that all individuals should have equal access to employment opportunities without discrimination. HR professionals play a vital role in promoting EEO within the organization. Key consideration includes the following: recruitment and the selection. These are the things which we're supposed to consider, or it is must to consider as a HR professional, that equal employment opportunities, recruitment and the selection. So we have to recruit professional must be designed to recruit processes, recruitment processes. That means recruitment processes should be adhered or followed, and attract a diversity pool of candidates. They should focus on eliminating biased practices and ensure that hiring decision are based on the qualification, skills, and the experiences. So suppose we have our own qualification that we are looking for a person with such kind of qualification, we have to abide there and not any other more. Training and development, this is another thing that we're supposed to consider under equal employment opportunity. What does it mean? That means once we see a person is needed or is in need, there is a gap between his performance and job requirement, we have to take him or her to the training, or we have to take our employee to the training. So training and development opportunities for all employees should be equal. Or we should provide training and employees to all employees equally. This helps to ensure individuals have the chance to enhance their skills and the advance in their career without discrimination. Another thing, my students, is the harassment and the discrimination prevention. So equal employment opportunity, some people can be harassed because of their maybe geographical location where they come from, their race, their maybe tribal, and the rest. So as a HR professional, we have to abide in equal employment opportunities to make sure that we cannot harass any one of our employees. HR professionals should establish policies and procedures to prevent harassment and discrimination in the workplace. This includes creating a self-reporting mechanism for employees to raise concern and taking appropriate action to address the violation. My students can say last in the list is ethical issues in human resource management. Actually, when we say ethical issues, we mean involve adhering to moral principles and the standard when making decision and managing the workforce. Sometimes common ethical issues in human resource management include confidentiality. As I said before, confidentiality is an ability of keeping sensitive information private. It's all about the privacy of the information of the employees. Another thing is the conflict of interest. HR professional must avoid the situation where personal interest conflict with the best interest of the organization or its employees. They should disclose any potential conflict and act in an impartial and fair manner. Privacy and data protection. When we say privacy and data protection, it has just a slight difference with the point number A. But the only difference is this: with the increase of the use of technology in HRM, protecting employee privacy and data has become very crucial. HR professionals should establish robust data protection measures to comply with the applicable laws and regulations, such as General Data Protection Regulation, GDPR. Transparency and fairness. Another thing that we're supposed to abide, or which is the ethical issue in human resource management. As a HR professionals, we're supposed to be with the transparency and fairness. When we say transparency, doesn't mean that being open to someone's information. No, it's just by the following. HR professionals should strive for transparency and fairness in a decision-making processes such as performance evaluation, promotion, and disciplinary action. This ensures that employees are treated equally and the trust maintained within their organization. What do it mean? It means that if we are going to fire someone, we have to explain why are we going to fire someone. If we are going to promote someone, we have to explain that we have promoted you because of this. If we are giving a training to someone and not someone, we have also to explain that we are going to give this person a training because he or she lack this kind of knowledge, this kind of skills, or she's under performance. That's why we are trying to give a training to this person. So this is all about the transparency and the fairness that we should abide. After saying so, my student, my name is Laban Magogwa. I've been being with you, so keep in touch. If you have any question, please do not hesitate to drop it down there. I will be there to reply. Thank you. Have a good day.